tax avoidance and tax evasion.
All right.
One is legal, I'm told. One is illegal.
Okay.
So how come avoidance and evasion?
All right.
That should have summed up all illegal.
Okay.
But it does appear that one, the law doesn't get you.
Okay.
But for the other, you are under the grip of the law.
Okay.
What's the difference?
All right. So, Sule, I will start once again by the ordinary man distinction. And then I will elevate it into the legal distinctions. All right?
Okay.
Sule, can you force me to work?
No.
So if the law says that when you work and you earn income, you would pay taxes. Somebody can choose not to work. And somebody may choose to define that as a tax avoidance. How do you punish that particular person? Then somebody would work and then hide the money. So for example, the thing is selling for 20,000. The person knows that when they declare the 20,000 on their invoice, the GRA will catch them and they will pay full VAT. So they leave 10 out and charge you 2,000 and keep the 18,000 of the records. What have they done? They have sought to deceive. And deception is a crime. Should I you with me now?
Yes.
Deception is a crime. So tax evasion means that you are committing a criminal offense associated with taxes. Keep truthful records. You kept records that are fraudulent. Because you have kept fraudulent records, that is a crime. Whilst with tax avoidance, you chose to do things that does not even bring up the tax liability. Now, having explained this ordinary man base, so permit me to become a little bit more technical. In the tax laws, interestingly, what the tax law writes is that we have a category for tax avoidance.
Oh, interesting. I see.
Interesting, when you look at the tax law, you wouldn't find in this precise term tax evasion. What you rather have is tax avoidance. And that is broadly said that whenever you do things, and the key reason for which you were doing those things, Sule, was to reduce your taxes or even avoid your taxes, the commissioner can come in and reclassify your transactions.
Okay.
So let me give you an example. You hear that, when you provide meals to employees, the employee does not pay tax. So Sule said, okay, because I've seen this, my wife, my children, my grandparents, they all come to Graphic, they'll come and eat. Don't pay them. He does that to avoid the taxes. Because he see that, I can do this thing to suppress it. As you do those things to suppress it, if the Commissioner General feels that what you are doing is not necessarily criminal, because for something to be criminal, Sule, you must have it in a statute, and you must prescribe the punishment. And punishment could be by way of fine or imprisonment. If the tax law is not putting a burden on you by way of a fine or an imprisonment, and the Commissioner General believes that you've done certain things which he would reclassify. So you say, this income, it is business income. But the Commissioner says, no, it's an investment income. So he's reclassifying. Anytime he reclassifies those things, he's doing it because he believes you were doing it to avoid the payment of the taxes. So Sule, in brief, tax avoidance, tax evasion is all about the definitions.
Okay.
With the evasion, it is a crime. So the element of crime should be in there. If you are fraudulent, the state can actually sue you to say that you stole from us. So those things that are going to be prosecuted.
So what are the
states,
consequences for tax evasion?
So many. So many. You could be jailed or you could be fined. But for tax avoidance, it may not necessarily lead to jailing a person and fining a person. However, it could lead to pecuniary things like interest. So Commissioner General says, the way you treated this thing, you've underpaid the taxes. So please come and pay the tax and interest. The payment of interest is not because you've committed a crime. Should I be clear?
Yes.
So the evasion is crime, you must show the criminality of it. Did he deceive? Did he steal? So anything that you believe is a crime in society, having tax attached to it is tax evasion. Whilst with tax avoidance, I treated it in a certain way. The intention may not to commit a crime.
Yeah.
But the Commissioner General can say that, Sule, because of the way you treated this, I believe your tax is not properly calculated. So I am recalculating it and imposing you with interest.
For more news, please visit our website graphic.com.gh or follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube and Twitter at GraphicGH.
Subscribe now.